All right, the name of the game is get this video done before my child wakes up. So I'm Brianna and I made a couple videos, and my last video was about being pregnant during deployment. So I'm not pregnant, I'm a mom, which is awesome. And my husband did get to come back from deployment for the baby, although he was always going to be back in time. He actually got to come back a little bit earlier. So I'm going to talk to you about that experience and then kind of my overall take on being pregnant during deployment. So my husband was supposed to come back at the beginning of January, and he actually came back November 30th because his dad passed away. And so I found out on Sunday after Thanksgiving, and he was notified Monday. It was like Monday his time. He was back Thursday our time. So he came back really quickly from Kabul, Afghanistan. And then we had to deal with the funeral, and it was just really sad because it was unexpected. I didn't know anything was going on. I'm not sure how much I should share about that because it's not my business, but that definitely complicated things because I was going through a lot being pregnant by myself. I was like waiting to like really be mad and give it to my husband when he came back, but we had that to deal with. It superseded whatever I was going through. But interestingly, my husband wasn't very emotional about it. He was at times, but he just kind of kept going. After we took care of all the funeral stuff, we came back, and my husband did not have to go back to Afghanistan, which was great because he got to take care of me and help me to just navigate being pregnant. I don't know how I would have done it without him because I think I was about 30, 31 weeks when he came back, and it was getting real intense just being that pregnant. And he really redeemed himself because he took care of me. He was very attached to the baby and made me feel really good. I didn't feel as attached to the baby as he did, but he even like wished the baby was already there. And my baby is starting to cry. I'm gonna go grab him. All right, I'm back. So it was great to have him back early, of course, under the circumstances. Well, the circumstances were not good, but he came back early, and that was awesome. Then, obviously, I had the baby on February 4th, and everything was fine. Then he had 2 weeks of paternity leave, which was 10 days, 10 working days, and then had, well, actually, I think the weekend is counted in the 10 days, and he ended up being off for a total of 4 weeks because the unit was going on post-deployment leave, like a week after our paternity leave started. So he got to be home for a whole month, and that was great. So what did I learn through this experience? Well, I guess I was really taking everything to heart during the deployment, and I really thought that like he needed to treat me a certain way. I mean, he does, but at the same time, marriage isn't perfect and our relationships aren't perfect, and sometimes they just aren't going to be. So even if somebody doesn't treat you the ways you think that you should be treated, that doesn't mean that they don't love you or that your relationship's broken or doomed or whatever. So I guess I just kind of accept everything that happened, and all the ways I felt is kind of par for the course. Like, it was just kind of a rough experience. It is what it is. It's behind me. I don't really think about it that much. And then I definitely think that I think about myself a little bit more, which might sound counterintuitive, but I think for me, I was just looking for my husband to like mirror my value, which he does, but he also had other things going on. I just need to focus on making myself happy and not always trying to please him, because I don't think that it's his intention to always try to please me. I don't want to make my husband sound like a jerk, because he's not, but I think that I get too wrapped up in kind of like a codependent thing. Anyway, enough about that, because that's not what this is about. Now, I do kind of look back. I have several friends that are pregnant now. Interestingly, nobody was really going through it when I was going through it, but then there's like 3 or 4 friends that are pregnant the second half of this year. And they're doing little things like going on trips and shopping and stuff. I'm like, I didn't do any of that. Then I was like, oh, because I was home by myself and I was depressed. So I definitely missed out on some things, but you know, it is what it is. I still have a baby, obviously. There's that arm clawing me in the face. It is what it is, and you just get through it, and that's kind of what life is, and that's definitely what the military is. Things are hard, and you just keep going, and that's that. So, if I had to do it or make a choice again about being pregnant during deployment or not, I would go ahead and do it. Life is tough, uh, but the time is what we wanted. We got this child now. I guess it was a good use of my time, even though it sucked. Anyway, that was just a brief retrospective on the deployment. I probably would have had more things to say if it was closer to everything actually happening, but I didn't make a video, so this is what you get. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. Does that make sense? Thank you for watching.